Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about statistic bar graphing. Does anybody know what a bar graph looks like? If you do, go ahead and raise your hands, please. Perfect. So those that did not raise your hand, I will show you some examples of what a bar graph is and how it should look, because in our next activity that we do in a group, we are going to do a bar graph, draw a bar graph, and do a little game to where you have to shade in how many cubes you got. So, for example, this right here that I have up on the board is our bar graph. A bar graph is, this is a game that we all played. It's how many cubes, color cubes that you can pick out from a brown bag. So that is what we're gonna be doing today. So we did this one here, and we're gonna also answer some questions as well. So we already did it here, so I can see Lisa, she picked out 2 orange colors, 3 green blocks, and 1 yellow block. As you can see in Jessica, she picked out 1 orange, and 1 green, but her most was 4 yellow cubes. Brittany's, she did not pick any oranges, so that's why you see nothing on hers. Also, she also picked 3 of the greens and 3 in the yellows, and so with Ronaldo, he actually picked 2 of each color. So this is how we did our bar graphs. We just go ahead and do that. Also, if you're just doing blocks, we can go ahead and do the blocks like this as well to each one of them. So each one will pick out 3 at a time. Well, 1 at a time per person. So if y'all can tell me which person has the same amount of cubes. Kenneth. Yes, Gerardo had picked out 2 cubes for each of the colors. Good job. Also, and then that's how we're gonna be doing. Can y'all tell me who picked the most yellow blocks? Anthony. Yes, perfect. It was Jessica. Jessica picked out 4 yellow blocks. All right, so this is how we are gonna be doing that. So let's all get into a group. We'll be getting in a group of 4s. Everybody just can stand up and quietly go and get your teammates. And then the leader from that teammate will get a block, your containers, which includes all of your activities that you have in there. So at this time, I'll be waiting for all the students to be seated at the right spots, making sure they get their whole activities that they need. They're all right now, they should be grabbing all the materials one by one. Okay. I'm just waiting on the students. All right. So everybody's ready. So students, once you grab your materials, you're gonna go ahead and start doing your graphing. So you're gonna make your graph as I explained it earlier. As I explained it earlier in this. Oh my gosh. In our review, this is how you're gonna do your bar graph. You're gonna make a square and you're gonna write down each of y'all's names. So y'all gonna have 4 names on the bottom, and you're gonna put it from 0 to 5. So go ahead and do that. Once you do that, then everybody should be set to start their game. So we're waiting for everybody to go ahead and do their graphs. Once everybody, I'll be walking around the class, making sure everybody is doing everything as they're supposed to correctly, as assigned on the rules on the paper as what they got. All right, so we're just waiting on the students. All right, students, perfect. Okay, so right now the students are playing the game. They do have the materials, which is a brown bag. They have three different color blocks, which is the yellow, the orange, and the red, I believe. Some of the groups might have different colors as well, but that is okay because they're just learning and they're being bar graphing. They also have three crayons, and some have markers too, so that way they can go ahead and mark their colors, what they picked out. They have their everything else, so that's what they're doing. So right now, as I am observing my students, making sure they're doing everything properly. If they have any questions, I'm there to help them out as much as I can. And I'm going from, there is about 6 groups that is playing this game out of 4 into 6 groups. So we're just there waiting. They're playing, having fun, making so much noise, which is something that we as teachers should be aware of, because they get so excited and they want to get something and they're crying, so we're waiting and waiting. All right, perfect. So now that the game is done, everybody is finished. We do have, at this time, I will go to each of the groups. I will pick up each of their papers that they did and they drawn. So this is what they would have pictured. Whatever they have, it'll be all limited. On the bottom, they would have to add, I do have 3 little questions to see who had the highest, who picked out the most yellow, who picked out the least orange, and who had the right amount of colors. So I pick it up. Everybody's seated into their seats. As I'm waiting, I now explain to students, how did y'all like the game? Was it fun? Was it useful? Did you understand what you have to do? The students will then tell me, yes, teacher, it was fun. Sorry, I will then now have the students, will be each getting their worksheets, which is this one right here. As you can see, this is a survey. It's a picture graph weather survey, which has 8 questions for the students to answer. It's already graphed, so this will help the students learn how to read a graph, learn how to answer the questions by using the graphs. And once they are done, they will go ahead and raise their hands, so that way I can go by and pick up the papers. And then as they have nothing to do and waiting for everybody to finish, they will go ahead and start working on their other assignments that needs to be done before class ends. So I'm waiting for all the students to finish. I am also helping other students, for those who raise their hands that need help on certain questions that they are having issues with. So I'm helping them out, explaining to them that this is the way, this is what it's asking. Okay. Perfect, everybody's done. So I'm picking up all of everybody's paperwork one by one, each row, making sure they answer each questions, all the questions. If they do have another issues, I will help them out as well. All right, so everybody's done. So I'll be letting all the students know. Thank you. I hope everybody enjoyed this activity. It was fun. Tomorrow, if we have any other questions, we will go over it again so we can refresh your mind and making sure you understand how a bar graph is. And we'll also be learning a line graph and other graphs that you need to know while we start going to our next assignments. All right, class, we will see y'all tomorrow, and hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you.